Super Bowl week. And this year's Super Bowl is going to be San Francisco 49ers versus the Kansas City Chiefs. And it's going to take place in Las Vegas at the Allegiant Stadium. I'll be going to Las Vegas for the Super Bowl week and check out all the events that are surrounding the Super Bowl. I will not be going to the game because the tickets are very, very expensive, as you know. It starts about $8,500, which I wouldn't pay for because I think it's a ripoff, just to go to a game for a few hours. Even though, Super Bowl is known for its halftime show. This year is going to be Usher performing live at the halftime. But, there are always a lot of events, such as pregame party and tailgate party, pretty much all week long, surrounding leads to the Super Bowl Sunday. So, I already have my Super Bowl week planned out in Vegas. I'll be going to events every day. There are so many events. Some of them cost a lot of money. Some of them are free. So we'll see. And I already got a ticket for it's a pregame event. Takes place on Saturday night before the Super Bowl Sunday. I'll be going to Circa Casino, the Stadium Swim. It's a it's the newer thing in Las Vegas, and Circa is a brand new casino in downtown Las Vegas. And I don't think there's anything like the Stadium Swim anywhere in the world. It is a huge resort style swimming pool area, and with it's like in the sports books with the large screen TV over the rooftop. So anywhere you're in the pool area, you can watch the sports on the large screen. And they're gonna have Dan Lee Batar show there. It is a sports talk show on YouTube, and it is a pretty cool show because it's kind of the way they do it, because it's a big production, and the way they do it, it's kind of like the Howard Stern radio show. They are doing the podcast, and at the same time, they have video cameras everywhere, and there are a lot hosts and people that are involved in the show. They sit at their tables, so all the hosts participate in the show, and they don't just talk about all sports, but everything sports related. So it's kind of like a sports variety show. So it is fun to watch. Check them out on YouTube. So they're gonna be there recording the show live at the Stadium Swim. It takes place on Saturday, and the pool. It's in the wintertime in Vegas. Most of the pools are closed, but at the other casino and resorts, and some resorts have their pool open, but they would just open like one pool out of like maybe 10, 12, 15 pools that they have. And the water is cold. They'll only heat up the water up to about 72, 76 degrees. But at the Stadium Swim at Circa, it's called the biggest hot tub party. They heat their pool up to 98 degrees. And the pool's open all day, just like in the summertime. So it should be pretty cool. And then on Sunday, game day, there are so many tailgate parties before the game starts in Vegas at 3:30 p.m. That's when the game starts in Vegas, because it's West Coast. So I'm going to the guys Flavortown tailgate party, which is hosted by the famous chef Guy Fryer, right? And he's gonna have his tailgate food sampling there, and this event takes place behind the big Sky Wheel in Las Vegas, which is at the link, and it's in between the link and the Flamingo Casino. They built a new walkway. It's kind of like a Main Street thing, and they have a lot of bars and burger places, restaurants there, and then at the end it's the big Ferris wheel, and then beyond that, as of right now, just some empty parking lots. Uh, so they're using those lots to do the tailgate party there, and then I'm also going to the Silverton Casino's tailgate party and the game watch party. That's where I'll be watching the game. They are setting up a huge tailgate and leads to the game watch party in their parking lot. It's gonna be a pretty like a really cool experience. Other than that, I'm also if you go to a Super Bowl like anywhere, right? You have to go to the NFL Super Bowl experience. That's just something you have to do. It is one of the biggest event that the NFL do before the Super Bowl. So usually like this time it starts on Wednesday and Thursday, Friday and Saturday, and then it's closed on Sunday because Sunday is the game day. And this event this time is going to take place at the Mandalay Bay Casino's Convention Center. So I'm definitely going to attend that event, and they usually have a lot of vendors, setting up there inside the convention hall, and then they promote their business and they'll hand out NFL Super Bowl related free swags, and then NFL will set up some games, like kids, adults, anybody can participate in, such as you can kick a field goal, or you can throw the football for somebody to catch, and then they made it so it looks like you're actually on the NFL football field. And there are also other uh, NFL related experience there. They will have all the all 57 Super Bowl rings from the past years on display, and I think they will have every team's helmet on display. So there's like a museum part of it, and then there's activity like sports, football related activity part of it, and then there's vendors there to hand out free stuff. So it should be a really neat experience, and I'll go. I'll make some videos of it, and I'll get as much as the giveaways as I can, so I can show it to you guys in my next episode of the Philly Sports Event Show. Uh, and did you guys hear the Philadelphia Eagles season opener of 2024 is going to be an international game, and it's going to take place in Brazil, South America. Uh, I just think it's weird. Like, I think it would be better if the game takes place in, like in the past, like in London, England, or in Mexico City, Mexico, because at least Mexico it's closer to the United States. And I don't know why this game is taking place in Brazil. Brazil is far away and it's harder to get to. And as you guys know, the Eagles not playing good. Something is really wrong with that team, and we don't even know who's going to be on the team next year. Depend on the NFL draft, and for this year, which hasn't happened yet. So, I just think it's weird, right? They're going to have this game all the way in Brazil. And in Brazil, people are, in South America, and Europe, people are into soccer, right? In the rest of the world, nobody's plays American football. And then this game is going to take place in Brazil, and the Brazilians are not going to go because they're not into American football, for one, and the tickets are probably going to be somewhat expensive. And I just don't feel like a lot of Eagles fans are actually going to pay for the airfare and the hotel room stay and go to again, especially this one's the season opener in Brazil, and there really isn't much other things for to do in Brazil. A few years ago, when the Olympic Games was taking place there, and you seen the news. Their beach is dirty because all the sewage, right? The sewage pipes goes, all the sewage goes straight into the ocean, right at the beach, and it's unsanitary, So like I don't know. I just don't have a really good feeling about uh, Eagles season opening taking place in Brazil. But you might have a different opinion. Some people might think it's a great idea and they will actually pay for to go there. But I just can't see there's going to be a big following of the Eagles fans, or we don't even know who the Eagles going to be playing. And I just don't see any fans going to travel to Brazil and just for the game. And there really isn't much of anything else for to do in Brazil. So that's my take on that. And now let's get to the event part of my show. So last week, on Thursday, February 1st, I went to a WIP radio. It's called the Clap Your Hands podcast event. It took place at McGurk's in Horsham, Pennsylvania. And they had WIP radio personality Elliot Short Parks and Jack Fritz. They're the two guys that does the Clap Your Hands podcast, and it is a 76ers basketball related show. So they had a big event there at McGurk's to promote their podcast in conjunction with Corona Beer. Uh, it was fun, It was fun, just like during the football season when they had a series of shows, events from WIP Radio at the Buffalo Wild Wings with either Elliot Short Parks or former Eagles player Seth Joyner. It's just like that. You go there, they're not actually doing the radio show there. So they're not broadcasting live. But you go there, you can talk to the radio show host. And, you can just chat with them, talk about whatever you want. And it's kind of cool. And then also, this one is sponsored by Corona Beer. So Corona had a bunch of stuff they brought there to give away. You can take a picture in front of the backdrop of the WIP radio and the Corona Beer sign. And then that night it was weird because McGurk's closed at 11 p.m., which is pretty early. I think it's, since the pandemic, a lot the restaurants closed early because all those restaurants and bars, whether they're busy or not, they used to open until, usually like around 2 p.m. But during the pandemic, and it was a shutdown, and the business was slow, and so a lot of restaurants started to close earlier. So I think this is something that was left from the pandemic, and they closed at 11. And that night, the Sixers game did not come on TV until 10 p.m. And actually, the actual game didn't start until about 10 or quarter after 10 p.m. because they were doing some pre-game stuff. So, anyways, uh, let me show you the free stuff I got from that event. Alright, I got 2 of the Corona beer and Sixers koozies. One blue one, one white one. They're the Sixers collar and red. A 76ers. Oh, I'm sorry. It's the Coors Light. The sponsor is the Coors Light. I keep on saying Corona. It's actually because Corona is also and Yingling. They're also a sponsor of the Sixers. It's actually Coors Light. My apologies. So they got this Coors Light Sixers hat. Sixers t-shirt. Coors Light on the sleeve. Big Sixers sign right in the front of the shirt. Really cool. I wore this shirt to the Sixers game on Saturday. And on Friday, February 2nd, I went to a really neat event. It's called the Bare Knuckle Fight Championship 57 Watch Party. This event took place at Maggie's on the waterfront in Northeast Philadelphia. And this is kind of like USC. It's a fight. Uh, I think it's like a mixture of martial arts, but unlike boxing, they don't wear the gloves, so it's bare knuckle fight. I think this is like an international thing because most of the fights take place in the United States, but also they have some of the fights in as far as Thailand, I believe, and some of it's in Eastern Europe. I think it's pretty popular with Russians, and there are some fighters. They're Eastern European, you know, Ukrainian or Russian related. So it's an international fight league, and they are promoting this bare knuckle fight, and the 57, the fight 57 was on TV that night when the event started at 8 p.m. So you can watch the fight on TV and also enjoy the party. And this I have to tell you, this was a great event, right? Philly Frank, I think he was hired to have his the dream team girls, their models, right? Girl models. They had a couple girls out there to help promote the sponsor, which is called the Forged Irish Stout. Right, it's Irish beer. So they were there promoting the Irish beer, and also they had a punching bag there. You know, one of those you see at the state fair and carnivals. You punch the bag, and then it will tell you how many pounds your punch was on the digital display. Stuff you see on the boardwalk in the summertime. And the famous Philly tattoo dude, Rob Dunphy, uh, was there. He uh, he took his shirt off as usual. Take picture with all the the, the fight fans there, and he's known for the Philly fanatic and the 95 sign on his chest, all those tattoos, all Philly sports related. He's got all on his arms and his chest and his belly, all over his body. Sixers, Flyers, Eagles, Phillies. He's got it all. And 95. Uh, he was there taking picture with people. And also the bare knuckle fights, they had a few girl models out there too, giving away free Fight League t-shirt and hats and things like that. So there were a lot free giveaways, and there were a lot hot chicks out there promoting the Irish beer and the fighting league. And then the fight was on TV, and they had all the TVs tuned to the fight. And then they had the tattoo dude there, Rob there, and people. Earlier on, people was getting some free stuff and drink beer, but then later on, like about an hour and a half later, and people were started getting drunk and getting a little bit rowdy, and then they had a DJ there. They had DJ Calf there. He's from Philadelphia, is playing music, and then he turned the music up later on, and the whole environment just changed. It became like it was Saturday night, right? Actually, it was Friday night, and it became like a nightclub, vibe, and people started dancing, and and people were challenging each other with the punching bag, and the girls was out there promoting the events, was got on the dance floor, and people got loud, and it just got really crazy later on during the night, and I had a lot of fun there, and if they have another one you know sometime in the future, I'll definitely go. And let me show you what I got. So this is the bare knuckle fighting champion hats. I got one black one, and one colored one. Really neat. Also, their Knuckle Fight t-shirt. Item open this. Size extra large. Really nice. And they even give you a drawstring bag to put all the free swags inside. And then the Irish beer. They also had the hats out there. This lantern that you can wear, and this is really neat. Let me show you something. Right, you can wear, and then you can put your keys or whatever, your cell phone on there. Not only this has a little hook here, and also look, it detaches. Right, so if you have your phone or something on there or your keys, you can detach and then use it. And the neat part is this also has one of this a little string on there for like for a phone or a camera. And somebody was telling me that they can actually hook their vape on there. You know, vape is very popular nowadays. And even this, yeah, even this part detaches. That's how neat it is. Right, even this little string rope part detaches. And then they got this neat playing cards, poker cards. Dublin, Ireland. Forged Irish Stout. I didn't open the cards yet, but let me see. Somebody told me the cards are really nice. Oh yeah, they are. Look, they're black cards with the golden print on there. See how shiny it is? Really, really nice. And by the way, the fight was great. I saw some of it on TV. You know, it actually looks like it's very professionally done. It looks like the WWE wrestling, you know. The stage, it's all like lit up, really bright, and the fighters come out and they're crazy, you know, fighting each other. It was nothing but excitement. Bare knuckle fight water bottles, two different ones. I think this one's good for the you see it has measurement on there. It's good for the fighters when they you know, exercise or lift weights. You can mix your protein shakes in there, so you know how much water to put in there, how much protein powder to put in there, and shake it up and drink it. So this one's good for the gym. This one's good for everyday use. Two different kinds. Bare knuckle fight koozie. Bare knuckle fight sticker. And the magnet. See, one's a sticker, one is a magnet. Really cool. Look, the fist. It made me feel like Mike Tyson. Make me feel like to punch somebody in the face. Irish beer T-shirt. Really nice. A lot of free stuff at this event. And then on Saturday, February 3rd, a couple of weeks ago, when my friend Jody and I went to the Sixers Bart Network party, game watch party, she won the tickets to the Sixers game. So this is the second time she won from the Sixers Bart Network event. So we went to the game on Saturday night. It was at 6 p.m. It's in Wells Fargo Center in Philadelphia. Uh, Went to the Sixers game again, and Sixers is not playing very good right now. And Joel Embiid, he he's injured again. You know, it's it's closer to the basketball playoff season now, so it happens every year. You know, so he's always injured, especially during the playoff time. So it was not very exciting, but it's always nice to be at a sports event, right? They didn't have a lot companies out there, vendors out there promoting, their products, such as usually they have Chick-fil-A there, and you can spin the wheel and you can win stuff, and then they also have the basketball, the B leagues there promoting their basketball team, but there really wasn't any vendors there other than Toyota. But the basketball game was fun, and Sixers is not playing good because they're missing Joel Embiid and some of their key players, and they they were not playing good throughout the game, and they lost big time to the Brooklyn Nets at the end. So it was not very exciting, but it was still good to go to a basketball game. Uh, oh, it was Franklin's birthday. Sixers mascot Franklin's birthday. So they had some Frank. Actually, the beginning Franklin rang the bell, and then they had some Franklin birthday related uh, activities, and Franklin was out there with his friends. I didn't even know he had that many friends. He had this bee. I think she's supposed to be a girl, maybe his girlfriend, right? I don't even know her name. They had a bee out there, and then they had a lion out there. And during the halftime, they were playing dodgeball, and even the Philly Fanatic showed up, right? And then I was expecting maybe Gritty from the Flyers and also Swoop from the Eagles to show up too, but they weren't there. And I thought they were friends with Franklin because of, the Philly sports relations, but it could be done better, with all Philly sports mascots showing up there, but they weren't there. And then Franklin also had this friend that's supposed to be a horse. It was pretty crazy and wild. So they got this new souvenir cups. Wells Fargo Center. 76ers Philadelphia. Toyota is the only company that was out there. Pomoling. They got this Sixers, Toyota, koozie, a chip clip, and this is a lunch bag, cooler, insulated, so the food stays warm or stays cold inside. It's Sixers and Toyota branded. Pretty neat. I got this one last thing. This is actually from the Clap Your Hands podcast at McGurk's. Corona beer, Sixers, Rally Towel. Well, I keep on saying Corona. It's actually Coors Light. So that's all the free stuff I got to show to you guys. And then this week is the Super Bowl week, and the Super Bowl will take place on Sunday, February 12th. No, actually February 11th. Super Bowl Sunday in Las Vegas at the Allegiant Stadium, and I'll be in Las Vegas. And there are so many other parties I'm going to other than the two the few that I mentioned, the Dan Lee Betar show at the Circus Stadium Swim, and Guys Flavortown Tailgate Party behind the Sky Wheel in Las Vegas, and also the game watch party at Silverton Casino, and I'm also going to a Verizon pre-game event, and then there's another one. It's called the Super Fan Block Party. It's kind of behind the Caesars Fashion Show Mall. In the lot behind the Caesars casino. So there are just so many events that I'm going to. So my schedule is full for the 5 days I'm in Las Vegas. Every day there is something to do. And of course I'm gonna go eat some casino buffets. I love the buffet at South Point Casino. It's one of the bigger Las Vegas casino buffet, and and it's cheap. For breakfast is about $15-$16, and for lunch is about $21-$22, and champagne brunch on Friday and Saturday. I love it because you get unlimited mimosa and Bloody Mary, and then you got a big brunch there, and it's all for about $24. And then on Friday night they have the all seafood buffet. It's a little more expensive. It's about $45. But anywhere else, there are no more cheap buffets in Las Vegas. Anywhere else, right, you will end up paying about about $45 for a lunch or a dinner buffet, and it's especially very expensive at places like the Bucknell buffet at the Caesars Las Vegas, or the Wing buffet. They're about $75 for dinner, and it's rated the best buffet in Las Vegas, a Caesar's Bucknell buffet, but it really isn't all that. And I stayed there, in the past summer at Caesar's Las Vegas, and when I go to the pool, I walk by the buffet restaurant, and with all the crab legs and stuff they're cooking, right? And it's not just the seafood smell; it's everything all together. It really stinks. It smells like you're walking by a messy dumpster in a hot summer day. It really stinks, and that's just a complete turn off. And And I don't even think the Bacchanal Buffet is really that great. But you know, I like the South Point Casino. It's on the strip, but it's a little further down, you know, past the airport, and they got a big buffet, and it doesn't smell funny in that restaurant. And they got different stations, you know, variety of food. They have the dessert station, then they have the salad bar like right in the middle, and then there's some live action cooking there. You know, they will make like pancakes during the breakfast time, and fried eggs, and then for lunch and dinner they will make hot sandwiches there. You know, like grilled cheese or Reuben sandwich, and also they got the Italian section. They have the Mexican section, and then they have the live action cooking Chinese food with the Mongolian barbecue grill there. And then they have the seafood all the way down the end. They don't want people to know. You know, they have shrimp cocktail and oyster, you know, raw oyster, all that stuff, all the way down at the end. So you have to walk all the way down the end to get, you know, get some fried shrimps and seafood. So, anyways, you know, I'll be eating a lot buffets, and also at the South Point, they have like a late night special. I think every night starting at 11 or 11:30 till 6 a.m. in their coffee shop. They have $6.99 steak and egg, or you can get gravy on the biscuit for $1.99, and also the old style Las Vegas shrimp cocktail. You know, with those little shrimps in a cup. They're 99 cents. So, you know, there are some good deals overnight at the South Point too. That's pretty much the only place I go eat anymore, because since after the pandemic, most of the cheap buffets, casino buffets, has closed, and lots of them hasn't reopened, and then the price on the food went up. It's very expensive, you know, just to get a slice of pizza in Flamingo. It would be like about $6 or $7. The food is very, very expensive there. The only other place you can get a deal is probably McDonald's around the strip. There's a couple of them. There the two I know. It's one. It's it's next to Harris, between Harris and the Venetian. There is one. You go upstairs, right? There's a escalator. You got to go up, and then it's on set on a balcony. There's a McDonald's, and there's another one in front of Circus, but I don't know if that one's still there. But you use the McDonald's app. That's the only other place you can still get a deal on food. Other than that, they have White Castle's burgers on the strip. They have other burger places there, In-N-Out burgers, but they're just a little bit overpriced, and it's not worth it. So I'll be in Vegas. I'll be going to all those events leads to and surrounding the Super Bowl, and I'll be making a lot of videos, and so I can put on my next show, and you guys can see what it's like to go to whatever city. This time's Las Vegas. The Super Bowl is taking place, and what is going on. The only place I'm not going is the actual Super Bowl game, because it is very expensive, and it's not worth for me. Just go to a event for like 4 or 5 hours and have to pay like nearly $10,000 for just the ticket to get in. And there are other, almost every restaurant, right, big or small, or like music hall, bingo hall, they all have Super Bowl tailgate party or watch party, and the prices range from about $50 all the way up to $1,000 and above for all you can eat and drink Super Bowl watch party or just the tailgate party. I saw this bullseye uh, tailgate party. I think uh, Bullseye, it's a company that follows the Super Bowl every year, and then they do those big Super Bowl parties, right? And it's only tailgate. It's not the game watch party. It's done at 3 p.m. You know, right before the Super Bowl starts. It's only tailgate, and they charge literally about $999 and up. VIP maybe $3,600 for a ticket, and you go there, and then I don't know what they do. They might have some NFL players there, greeting people and signing autographs, but it's just most of the events are just too expensive and it's not worth it. Uh, Chicken Pete's, they're also having a tailgate and game watch party there, uh, and I think their price is just say $125. It's for the basic, just to get in, and if you want a table, it might cost more. And then if you want to, like, I'm not just talking about Chickies and Pete's in Las Vegas. I'm also talking about other restaurants too. You can also get a VIP ticket, right? It might include a bottle to take home and things like that, and it just gets more expensive. $400, $500. It's a complete ripoff. I go to the Silverton Casino tailgate and game watch party. So I'll be there all afternoon, and $50 for the ticket. It is all you can drink, and then they have food trucks there. You can buy your own food. So that's more reasonable, and it's going to be a great event. Out in the parking lot, and the Silverton Casino. It's right beside Highway 15. It's only about and a half mile 4.5 miles away from the Allegiant Stadium. So it is very close to the stadium, and it's more exciting to tailgate there because you don't want to tailgate too far away from the stadium, and it's like you're not even there. So this way, at least I feel like I'm next to or closer to the stadium. I might even see the Thunderbirds flying by for the opening ceremony. So it's a good spot to hang out without have to pay an arm and a leg or both for it. So I'm going to Vegas for the Super Bowl week, and please tune back in next week to watch my special edition Super Bowl Philly Sports Event show. And I'll see you guys next time. Go NFL. I think I'm predicting the Chiefs will win. I don't know by how many points, but I bet on the Chiefs money line. So go Chiefs. Peace out.